Picking a theme for this year's Constitution Day is tough. Expectations are high thanks to the prior class's great programs. 2 years ago, when we were sixth graders, the class of 21 focused on the development of the Constitution with an epic rap battle between Hamilton and Jefferson. Last year, the class of 22 took on the entire Constitution, including all 27 amendments. So we decided that this year's theme would be more focused. With talk of this being the Year of the Women, we decided to feature women's issues in the Constitution.
There's only one problem.
The word women is never mentioned in the entire Constitution, including all the amendments. This prompted the question, to what extent are women's issues included in the U.S. Constitution? In class, we studied 4 periods in history when women made a concerted effort to be further represented in the U.S. Constitution. 3 attempts were failures, and 1 was a success. Many of you will recognize our inspiration from Hamilton the musical. I hope you enjoy.
Constitution on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. Look back on the Declaration, it can't be denied. It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side.
In 1776, our country began. King George versus our colonies fought for independence, but the Continental Congress had no women in attendance. The rights of life, liberty, and happiness were clearly not referring to the ones who wore a dress.
Jefferson wrote, all men created equal, which is why we need to put women in the sequel. Abigail wrote, remember the ladies, we take care of men, the home, and the babies. She threatened revolution cause men are too bossy, but Adams dismissed her with, well, aren't you saucy?
It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. Look back at Seneca, where we go. It can't be denied. It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side.
1848 in Seneca Falls.
White man suffrage was the envy of all. The purpose of the meet was to improve our lot with Stanton, Frederick Douglass, and Lucretia Mott. Not only freeing us from doing all the dishes, free the slaves and votes for all were not too ambitious.
The Civil War was over, both sides fought bravely, so the 13th Amendment, of course, ended slavery. The 14th Amendment gave us pause. Were our rights included in the Due Process Clause? The 15th Amendment gave the vote to only men. Suffragettes became divided. Will our chance come again?
It must be nice, it must be nice
To have the Constitution on your side.
It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. The 19th Amendment,
We now vote.
it can't be denied. It must be nice, it must be nice to have the Constitution on your side.
In 1920, we finally had hope. The 19th Amendment could
Give us the vote.
Suffragists around the world inspired us all. Miss Cat-led NASA and extremist Alice Paul. The liquor industry feared prohibition.
would not give in.
Eyes on Nashville for the perfect 36. The women's vote came down to
Politics.
antis wore reds, pros wore yellows. Our fate was in the hands of these Tennessee fellows. Be a good boy, Harry Burns, Mama wrote, so he secretly cast the deciding vote. Finally got it, we finally won. Vote! Now we can have some voting fun. Vote! Let's show the men who they're up against. Vote! Mothers, sisters, daughters, and suffragists.
It must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. It must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. Look back at the ERA. It must be nice to have the Constitution on your side.
The right to vote secured with number 19. But Alice and her gals weren't done fighting. They proposed an amendment called the ERA, so men and women could be treated equal one day. Eleanor Roosevelt put Franklin on a mission to put the first woman in a cabinet position.
Rosie got us working while the men were fighting war. Both parties liked the ERA, the vote was on the floor. Not everyone supported the ERA. Schlafly and the Eagle Forum cried, "No way! You girls might equal rights yourself into a draft." With that, the ERA began to need a life raft.
I'm resisting. No! The year feminist always persisting.
Oh, that year deadline already expired. Oh, does that mean this question is finally retired? It must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. It must be nice to have the Constitution on your side. We won't be invisible, we won't be denied. Still, it must be nice